Hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store. And when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Abeka Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakwenya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewe ni suadie. Na fe ya sansu ajieni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ye mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. And for any reservation, Anasen Chirichiremubia. And your fresh home true 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, and Afe, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye Kikim.
Check now, check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. That beat is real, don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it. Sugar level, fa check it, check it. For check it, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
So once again, we are seated to do the work of God, and this is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. If you are part of this show, then you should know that you are part of what is trending in and around the world of show business, some in Ghana and some outside of Ghana. So ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to another wonderful edition of Showbiz Daily. In the studio, my people are seated. Nana Reagan is seated when the Shades Road manager. And I also have Intim Dodu Solomon, who is online manager at Flex Entertainment Limited. And also for your digital solutions, he is the guy to run to. Abbas will be joining us later on in the program. He just told us he's just some 5 minutes away from the studio. So I just have to announce him. So when he joins us, he doesn't come across as a new guy. Now, outside of the sets, I have Digital Rasta. He's also called Currency. He's on camera. Richie Flex is the editor-director of the show. And if you are joining us for the first time, you can also be a part by sharing your comments, your opinion, your views, sharing the link, and subscribing to us if you've not done that. The good news is that Tap Tap Send is now in Netherlands, in Dubai, and the rest of the countries are also enjoying Tap Tap Send. But the good thing is, if you are in Netherlands, you have to make sure you are sending via Ideal. That is what you have to know. So do that today. Remember to use the promo code SammyFlex, and also make sure that you are telling the world about Tap Send. If you can do this, then it means everything is okay and well for us to move on. Now, some interesting happenings around us, and I would want us to look at some of them with all the speed in us so we can join the conversation. And one that I would want us to start with is Josh2Funny, Nigerian comedian who has been leading the trends in Ghana, and I want to believe in Nigeria he will also be leading the trends as well because of his activities or because of his appearance on America Got Talent and how it ended up. His act, his audition process, how he did it, and the fact that the whole world is talking about him. We all know he is a top guy, someone who wouldn't go for an audition easily because he's already making money. He's really big in Nigeria already in terms of comedy. Mention Josh2Funny. I'm sure even Ghana on our platform, that is what is that platform called? Chatterhouse platform. What is it called, Mpo?
Chatterhouse.
Yes, the Love series. Yes, the Love series here in Ghana.
Thousand and
like that's the Love series, the Love and Music series. He has been here. Josh2Funny, I know he has been here. He has appeared on some platforms, and he appeared on this particular platform as more or less like a newbie or something. Because, of course, if you are too huge, such a platform will not be a platform that you would appear on. Now he is enjoying all the trends. What are the lessons in there? What are the takeaway points in there? I want us to have this conversation. Jamu, have you seen the video?
Yeah. I've watched it. And yeah, I think he did it so well. Just that they didn't get the comedy that he was trying to put out there.
Because he did not introduce himself as a comedian.
Yeah. So the judges didn't get his angle. I think later on, Simon got it. By the rest, they were far gone to come back. It's like they didn't want to come back and say no, now we get it. They were giving him the X's. When you hit the X, it means you are not going to even watch the rest of his act.
Exactly.
It's like no, I'm not for you and all that.
We are not interested
in whatever that you are doing. But I think he did well. He did it well. When I was watching it, I was really laughing. Like, wow, this is funny. But the stage that he was on, I think he needed to do more to make them get it. But he was just there to have fun. I mean, you can see that he was just there to have fun. So he did his thing. And I've watched the kind of comedy that he did there. I've watched him on his platform. He has done the same thing.
Yes.
So he was just there to have fun. That's how I see it. But if they picked him, then he would be serious to maybe continue, and it didn't happen like that. But he's getting all the traction. Even on American Got Talent platform, they are posting him on the American Got Talent platform. Yes, and on their YouTube channels and things. So he's really enjoying the spotlight, and I think he deserves it. He did it himself, so kudos to him.
Okay, now I don't know if you also got the chance to watch it.
Yes. I've been watching the video since morning, and I think this time Josh exposed the judges on American Got Talent.
Expose them?
Yes.
How?
Because you're on 18 talent, you understand? Maybe I'm using the wrong word. But the point I'm trying to make is you're on 18 talent, and somebody went to the extreme to like push you guys to to identify what talent he is trying to give you, and you were all missing it. You understand? All the 3 judges were missing. I mean, the 4 judges were missing it until the point where Simon came in to say, "Yeah, Charlie, this guy is hilarious." All Josh was trying to put out there, all he was trying to let the world know is his comedy skills, his comedy talent, how hilarious he is.
But wait, just to support what you are saying, he did not introduce himself as a comedian to start with.
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters.
No, listen. Why I'm saying this is that
because it is what you tell them, that is what they would expect from you.
Listen, at the point when the judges were giving him the X's, the fans were saying no. If you watch the video very well,
that's later when they also got it.
When they were saying no, the audience were saying no because they were enjoying what he was doing on stage.
Yeah, later they got it. Yes.
The audience were enjoying what Josh was doing.
But the audience and the judges, their judgment and what they are looking for is they are different too.
Yeah.
Yes, it might be different
on
screen, but at the end of the day, the judges are judging whoever that comes on for the public. They are not judging the talents for themselves. They are judging the talents for the audience. At the end of the day, whoever that comes out as a winner or whatever from American Got Talent is not going to be performing to Simon and his colleagues. They are going to be performing to a wider audience. When I was sitting home and I came across the video, I was just laughing like, I don't know what the guy was doing. He said, I'm a best rapper. I'm a magician.
Fast book.
But like fast book. I was just laughing, and that's comedy. That's comedy. That's hilarious. The guy is just there to make people laugh, and the people were laughing. So you don't. I think the judges should have gone to the extreme of making. And I think at the end when he came back. In this, I mean, what's on the screen in this character? Some of them.
This was the magician character.
Exactly. And I think that was the final character he came back with. The audience got it, and then Simon also said, "No, Charlie, the guy is trying to send a message across, and it's a right message. He's a comedian and he's hilarious. He's very, very funny." That's the end of the story.
So my question is, why did he not introduce himself as a comedian if that was what he wanted to preach? If he wanted to do comedy, because one, if I'm a judge and you tell me you are a fast reader, I'm expecting you to read a book, because the American Got Talent, they do weird things.
Yes.
They do weird things. That's what. So I was expecting that MTVVMA Afrobeats nomination, like read some. The guy, the speed is going. That guy,
that's you see, creativity doesn't limit anybody.
Well, that one is true.
Creativity doesn't limit anybody to people. It doesn't have the same formula or path for everybody. So I was expecting the judges to get it right from the on good that no, this guy is just a comedian. He is here to make people laugh, and they missed it. That's my point. Somebody is reading a book and he's not even mentioning a word. They say and the audience are laughing. What is he doing? He's just a comic, like.
But do you know? No, wait. Let me even add it. Do you know there are some people too who go on the platform, say they are some things, but they do just anything and they just sack them. Some people they just want to appear on the platform and just do anything. How about if they saw him to be that kind of people or those kind of people?
This is somebody that came not once. He came once.
I want to how that happened. I still don't get it.
It was an arrangement with the production team.
That is the thing.
That's his
he comes back
production. Like he will suggest it to them and they will give him chance to do it.
So I want to do a couple
of
things.
Like you are saying, other people come back to introduce themselves as musicians or rappers or singers, and then they get. Like they sing off keys and then the judges will send them away. They don't give these people opportunity to reappear. You understand?
Yeah.
But this particular person, if you are giving him an opportunity to reappear, then you should know, like he has something, but you are not getting it.
But the judges were not aware
of it.
That he is a comedian.
I get appearing, coming.
But the thing is that at every point in time when they give him the X, he tells them, you people are getting something wrong. And it is true. They were getting the comedy aspect of him wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody in the auditorium is laughing. His videos, if you watch it, you will laugh. Whether you are a judge or you are an ordinary person, you will laugh. Let's put the video on screens right now. Everybody watching this show will laugh.
That one is true.
That's comedy. It ends there. So the judges should have. I mean, for me, Simon and his people.
Now there are some people who have done things that will make you laugh, but they are not.
But they are not comedians.
Yes, yes. I will not dispute that. That's why I'm saying that. You see, there are certain people that will come on the show and then they will not give them another chance. We should take into consideration what motivated the whole production to say that this particular guy, at some point, when he was coming the second time, the judges noticed him. He changed his name. They said, somebody said, it's the same guy. He came the third time, he changed his name. They said, it's the same, he changed his name and what he is coming to do. And then they said, it's the same guy from Nigeria, then they laugh. So it is different from somebody coming on the platform to do something that people will laugh, just laugh because he is getting some things wrong. The guy was not getting things wrong.
He was intentional.
He was intentional, and that is what they missed.
So introduce yourself.
No, it is not everybody. You see, the point that I'm trying to make is that
that's
I think
no, but it's a fine argument.
Yeah.
No, not argument is fine, but I don't know if you go to the principles of the show, whether it will qualify.
That's what I'm saying. Nana has also got missed.
There was.
No, Nana is just making an argument for whatever happened, and for argument, he's right on the argument.
There's a China guy that came to do posts about nudity. When
Japanese, he was a Japanese.
He's a Japanese.
Yeah.
Yes, I thank you for that video. Thank you. When he came on show, I think he introduced himself as a model or something like that.
Yeah.
You understand? And then when he started, it was until when he started posing that they realized that no, the guy is trying to communicate a certain picture to them. And then they got it. He was like any pose he would do is naked though. If they take the picture and you see it, you will think the guy is not even on pants. And he will tell you, no, don't worry, I'm wearing pants.
And then he will
It is like
way, they will laugh.
The creativity aspect of this guy's entry, they did not get it. Let's just admit that. The judges missed it. They missed it because this guy is automatically a comedian and book.
Blaming them for missing it is
I'm not. Yes, I will agree that he misled them, but I will not blame them for. That's what I'm not saying they miss it like.
But you see, Nana, let's also pay attention to something here. Do you think if he had told them he was a comedian, what he did would have landed as a comedian?
No.
Yes.
Aha. And so that comes into the creativity thing we are talking about.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it comes into it because
telling them he's a comedian is part of the art.
It's part of the art.
Yeah.
That is what will make the audience laugh because somebody reading a book, you say MTVVMA's Afrobeats nomination. When he reads like that, you will not laugh. But if you open the book, I'm the fastest reader. You are not hearing anything, so you're like, what is this guy doing? You will laugh
when you slow it in your mind.
You will not laugh.
You get it. How do I slow your mind?
Look at the last. When he said he was controlling the mind of the
stage director.
So you raise the
frown. He's controlling your mind.
Yes, controlling his mind. Yeah.
Well,
but rather me, I think Josh is a very hilarious, person. He's very, very funny as a comedian. Okay. This guy has a long way to go. Like, I love his uniqueness. You understand? He's not a regular comedian that will make you see where he is coming from, where he is going to. I don't know if you are getting.
I guess, but so in this case, where will you expect the judges to place him? Because the thing, you come and you place yourself somewhere, we see what you do.
The question you should ask yourself is, why did Simon at the end of the day realize that he is hilarious?
Yes, he only saw that, no, the guy is funny.
So my point is that you shouldn't have just based every judgment on you. You should have even looked at your surroundings. All the audience, they were laughing. I'm saying that when he came back the second time and they were giving him the X's, the audience were like, no, don't, like, they were,
let him do it.
Yeah, let him do his thing. They are loving him. That's what I'm saying. You are not doing the thing for yourself. You are doing it for the public. And the audience there are the public at that time.
Okay, Abbas, let's listen to what you. I like Nana Regan's argument to do.
Nana Regan's arguments on certain angle are solid. But also at A.G.T, American Got Talent, per judgment and standard and criteria, the judges are right. And that's where he also got it wrong. I'm on this platform to judge based on A, B, C, D. So when you
criteria.
come in, yes, that criteria. When you come in, you need to tell me what you're doing. Some people come and say they are comedian, they end up being doing other things. Some people say they are other things, they end up being funny. So when you tell me you are the fastest rapper, I am expecting you to rap fast. Do you get me? Me getting your entire pieces together is also a different thing. So for that, you shouldn't blame the judges because they are looking out for certain things. And if he had introduced himself as a comedian, they will also look at it from the comic part. When Simon got it at the end of the day, he says he is funny because he pulled all the trails together. And you see the last bit, the people were also enjoying the rap thing and the thing that he was doing because they were having fun. So at the end of the day, the audience also got it. Now, the bigger winner of the entire thing and the $1 million he came to search for me, is the American market and the global market. And I say, Too Sure or Too Funny, Josh2Funny has made it. The thinking cap went into it because one of the rules I know with American Got Talent or any of their shows, the American Idols, and they give you time. And you need to also explain to them before you get to that stage, that last stage. There have been auditions.
Yes.
These are not the final people. They would have auditioned you to that level. So you would have done and you tell them and they've seen. These are like the final judges or the main show judges. But as part of that, because production there, it is timed, it is managed, and it is scripted. As part of my show, I'm going to do 3 characters as part of my thing. As part of my thing, I don't want the judges to be in the known. I want the judges at the end of the day to come up with it. If they agree with me, fine. If they don't agree with me also, fine, I'm okay. Are you okay? You are okay. Let's go. So if you watch him, everything he did and they are questioning, he was very fast with all of it, making sure that he did everything. And when the 3 slots he has as a last and he's finished and he's going away, he didn't show up again. And that time he stood up and made the people laugh the more. When they say, does he have any other song? They brought another song. That's maybe when I think guy is out of it. They get it. So that one too is on point. But there's 2 things that I learned. One of the things is that your creativity level is not limited. Don't allow anybody to limit you, to intimidate you, to put you aside. And don't give yourself certain posture of arrivalness. Say me, my drew, my Bob Brennan, hey, Abbas, hey, Debbie. Because most people will say, oh, this American Got Talent is for wannabes, upcomings, and so forth. And when we look at Josh2Funny in Nigeria, in Africa, he's not a small comedian.
No.
He's huge.
He has a big name.
So why will he put himself through that strain, say, I want to go to America and do this and get that kind of attention and whatever? See, I know. I'm going to phone call. I'm going to America. See, I know. I'm comedians in a call. Asana, we never be no only American mainstream comedians, you know. They are rolling Africa. You should know that what do we call it? Is it HBO or so? There's is it Apple platform? One of those platforms, I in Nigeria, on my production is about comedians in one house. Tisena, Big Brother, comedians in one room and in one house and more critique content. So we are comedian. Kwame Bema could say you laugh, you are out of the game. You laugh, you are out of the game. So these are the market they are looking at now. So how are we? So I always bring it to the point that is saying, do we want them to start going again? Then we start another complaint, another circle of this. What are we doing? How are we going about certain things? Or we are just locally competing ourselves, adding no value to our system, and our industry here becomes static. whether we like it or not, mainstream America is talking about this guy through this thing. Imagine how much he has invested in getting here, flight, team, lobbying, and who even lobby for him to get there.
Yeah.
And we all should also not forget, say, he has actually trained and rehearsed this thing up to this level.
Yeah.
He has been doing
He
this
has done
auditioning
it.
thing and all the things that he did over
On
there.
his
He has
own
done it
feet, yes.
throughout his skits before. So it's not like new thing and all the back. It's a 3 pieces of old skit or wire and all the other. So I just say to myself that this guy was just looking for a marketing and a sales platform for himself. That's it. So how do we learn from it to project ourselves?
Well, thank you so much. I think earlier I also had my editorial on it, so you can refresh the page and go watch it. You are sure going to enjoy the other angles that I also added to the conversation, and this is good. Now let's move on to the next business. Time no day. Someone was asking why Ghana seems to be very quiet on the fact that we were not nominated in the MTVVMAs, and Nigeria has taken over the whole list for the Afrobeats category, which has been introduced in that platform or on that platform, and people are so surprised that, hey, what is happening and why are we quiet? And it says 2023 MTVVMA nominations: Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, and more. If I'm to read the story, it says the 2023 MTV Video Music Awards nominations are in, and guess what? The MTV Video Music Awards are adding a new category to this. This year. That is Best Afrobeat. The apparent front runner for the Best Afrobeats at the VMAs is Rema and Selena Gomez, Calm Down, which is dominated in 2 other categories, Best Song and Best Collaboration. Calm Down has been a giant crossover hit, reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song dips a notch to number 6 in its 49th week on the Hot 100 as it spends a 7th week at top radio songs. Ara Star has 2 nominations in the VMAs Best Afrobeat category for her own Rush, and as the featured artist on Wizkid's 2 Sugar. The other nominees in the category are Burna Boy, It's Plenty, the video featuring Musa Keys, Unavailable, Fireboy DML, and Ashake's Bandana, and Libianca's People. Best Afrobeat is the 3rd genre-specific category to be added at the VMAs in this century, following Latin in 2006 and K-pop in 2019. The VMA's 5 other genre-specific categories were all introduced in the last century, that is rock in 1989, better still alternative in 1991, R&B in 1993, and pop and hip-hop both in 1999. Taylor Swift leads this year's nominations with 8 nods in categories including Artist of the Year, Video of the Year, and Song of the Year for a hit Antihero, among others. And also follows closely behind with 6 nominations. Now the 2023 MTVs will take place on Tuesday, September 12 at 8 p.m. and air live from the Prudential Center in Newark, that is New Jersey, sorry. And there has been a complete list here according to nydj.com. And I also saw another post from one of the commentators in our industry. I think his name is A.G.T. And he says, Ebenezer Donko, Baba Sadiq, I'm surprised the nominations end by Rema, and the inclusion of Afrobeats in the MTV VMAs hasn't sparked any music identity debate yet in our space, and our man for any aware of the nominations. Kromu Hadia, we usually ignite the high life debate when we see our people from the other side getting global recognition for their efforts. And as it stands now, really and truly, the Afrobeats dominion by Nigeria is still swallowing Ghana and other African countries. Almost all the big places that Afrobeat has been mentioned, it is Nigeria. And I'm asking Nana Reagan that, can we still push further, or let's throw in the towel? Should we throw in the towel now? Is it time as coaches to throw in the towel to save our boxers? Because all the big platforms, Nigeria. Nigeria. The other day, American Music Awards, Nigeria. I know when Grammys nominations come out, cry party, you know, a bit more. Some of our people who are so hopeful, that's where the crying party will come across. Nana, should we throw in the towel now? Or still more hope for the future?
I mean, there is no competition or battle to throw in the towel too. I think every musician have their own ambitions.
Yeah.
What they want to, how they want to trade their music, or how they want to go on with their careers and all of that. Yes, Nigerians are doing well. Congratulations to every artist that have been nominated at the MTV. Their hard work earned them there. But that said, doesn't mean that the other African countries or Ghanaian musicians that did not get recognition or nomination did not work hard. This can be another scheme not getting things right with what their criteria says or what the year under review defines. You understand? They are human beings, they are human institutions, they can make any error at any time. This is another institution that can be as corrupt as any institution that we know in Africa. So if Nigerians are dominating there, the conversation shouldn't just be based on hard work. Because at the end of the day, every musician in Africa is working hard. They all have goals, they all have, certain achievements that they want to achieve. Everybody wakes up in the morning or stays up in the night to do certain things because they have a purpose for it. So if at the end of the day they are not nominated at the MTV base, the first question I will ask is individually where these artists working towards getting recognitions
in the
MTV base, or maybe they're just working to make sure their audience are enjoying their music and they are making certain money or targeted amount of money that they want to, or revenue they want to make. It is not every musician that works towards or works with that idea of getting recognized in a certain award scheme. Me, I have said it before and I will keep saying it. In 2023 and beyond, awards are not the standard now.
Awards are not the standard?
No. It goes beyond it. It is one of the factors that defines an artist or defines the achievements of artists, but it is not the standard. It goes beyond that. You can win awards and you might not even be getting what the revenues that you
need to get out of your career.
Yes.
Yeah. Not to say the award's going to give you the money.
No, that's not
the other fringe benefits that come with winning awards.
You will not be winning like that. But you'll be everywhere. In fact, some of us have been part of certain PR agencies and we know how we get our artists in some of these things. It is not up for discussion on platforms like this. So that is there. Like some people have that dream that okay, somebody can even say that okay, next year I want to do something with MTV, and he will work purposely for that, and he will get it.
Yeah.
Somebody is also looking at something else. So yes, MTV too will put their things, their researchers and whatever together, and then at the end of the day they will say that okay, these are the artists that are doing what. It's there. But please, at the end of the day, let's ask the questions like at the back end of every artist, who is surviving, who is not surviving, who is getting the revenue, who is getting the money, the returns, and all of that. Some of these things brings only bragging rights, like the fanatics conversations and all of that. But at the end of the day, if you want to put calculators on how much some artists are making, even in the past 6 months, how much some artists have made, the difference will be wide.
That's true.
So yes, congratulations to every artist that have been nominated there. But I don't want to believe or argue that the other artists that did not get nomination did not work hard and that they didn't deserve nomination. It is a scheme. It is being operated and organized. Yeah. Yes, it is being operated by human beings.
Yeah.
We know how some people can get in there. We know. Are you saying this year, 2023, Diamond Platinum is not working? Is he sleeping? Is he
But
sleeping?
is he doing Afrobeat?
Okay, that's another question. So that's why I'm saying that the scheme, maybe the scheme is not also not looking at. Wasn't it this year that Grammy announces additional categories and what?
But this one is Afrobeat strictly.
So if people are, so if for instance other musicians wants to do drill music, they want to do hip hop, they want to do what, they should stop and come and do Afrobeat because of MTV.
If you want their recognition, yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So
if you want their recognition,
of course. So if the artist doesn't want your recognition, then what?
Then he can't come there.
That's the thing. So we shouldn't limit the whole conversation to okay, they are not there because they are not working hard and all of that. First of all, the scheme is looking at one thing. Music is broad. The audience are wide. People are enjoying trap music and not Afrobeat music.
Yeah.
So if you want to say okay, it's Afrobeat, and then of course, right now in Africa, if you are talking about Afro, you can't take it away from Nigerians. They are the poster boys.
True.
Let's give them that. They are the poster boys. They will be everywhere. When the moment Afrobeat is mentioned, they will be there. If they mention Amapiano, maybe by now we would have been considering certain things. We know this Amapiano artist from South Africa. He has this number. He did this. Then we will go and read their criteria definitions and say, no, you got it strong. Just as you've been doing to VGM and say, no, you got it strong because this guy from South Africa did ABCD in the year that review, and he deserves to be there, and you are not nominating the person. So what happened? But if leaving the thing to Afrobeat, and we all know when it comes to Afrobeat, we know our Nigerian brothers now. They don't do anything apart from Afrobeat. In fact, they are not winning from.
They do high life.
They are not winning. Okay, let me put it this way. They are not winning from anything apart from Afrobeat.
Yes, they are winning with Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Ghana, people are winning from high life,
rap,
reggae, trap, drill, reggae dancehall,
I think
Afro dancehall.
You got this one on point.
Like a whole lot of things.
Our Grammy nomination has been reggae.
Of course.
Our 2 times BET has been rap. Stoneboy dancehall. So we are
different. We have the varieties there. But you are limiting the whole thing to one thing, and we know this Nigerian, they are dominating the Afrobeat space. So let's give them that flowers. They will continue to until maybe the tables will turn and then somebody else will take over. So yes, congratulations to them and all any artist that was nominated. But it doesn't mean that any artist is lazy or not working.
Abbas, continue from there. I think I agree with Nana Reagan to an extent. Yes. Yes. Abbas, continue.
If you are asleep, the table will not turn.
If you are what?
If you are asleep.
You are asleep.
The table
but you can turn. Maybe in turning.
The table will not turn.
The table will
because
not turn.
you have to turn the table.
You have to turn.
So if you are asleep.
Okay, that's what I get. Okay. If you can roll the table like this, but if you sleep at the 10,
that's what I mean. On the best Afrobeats and best collaboration and best international, Selena Gomez with what do we call it? Rema. Selena Gomez with Rema on 2 collaborations and so forth. Countdown is doing well.
Yeah.
Follow Countdown to only India.
The numbers for Countdown.
India number plus China number.
The numbers for Countdown.
So you can't deny the money involved. Even go to the platform right now and go and be counting their spiritual money. It's money. So no artist in Ghana can tell me that he has made that money more than the guy. Even if they did that, Selena Gomez, then we bring Rema's own alone home plus minus management plus minus one. There's nothing you can do about it. What's I mean? We need to let our people understand that people are working, and they are working seriously at what they are good at, and they are milking everything and mining everything and using it in different ways. 1, financially they are making it. 2, they are using it to push their flag. They are using it to push their flag. They are pushing their agenda. 3, they are trying their best in any means to push anything that is good for them. Other part of their creative space, example like the comedy, is also catching the feelings. It's coming in. And their Nollywood, their film department is also catching in. The kind of money people dole into Nigeria, they are not doling to us. We are watched now. Their Netflix is working. Their YouTube is super working. Gradually, all our actors in Ghana are running there. What are we doing? All of us need to be very proactive. There were time when there was VIP, there was TikTok. They were making rules in Nigeria. They were all over Africa continent. What did we do wrong? It's not like we can't do that. There was the time we were playing High Life. Ghanaian High Life band was in Nigeria back to back. There were times that Nigerians fly from Nigeria, come to Ghana to learn. Even their Afrobeat and Afrobeats pioneers came to Ghana to learn something from us. So, brother, it is our time. Fine. The person is dominating in terms of Afrobeat. What about our own wildlife? What are we doing about it? How are we chest it on? They say some people do a wildlife festival outside the country somewhere. When by the time they will come back, the whole about know around it, it's PRO, it's marketing, it's way this kind of thing. Baku ni yeah problem has started about. Oh, our own wildlife.
Problem about that.
Problem by any na space here. Yes, you'll be. Omo frame media for class omo kan won sem ingofo media for ni e mo scan kan
Frankie 5
yeah nim say if I heal say wo heal na ingofo no be kan asem no kwa say na wo say ye den yen kan ha ye ni na ye wo kuma ye team artist ni a omo book omo for nyum kra no. How did they use that platform to push it? When they went there, did they went to the mainstream of the business over there? What was their agenda towards it? Did they just do the show for doing show over there, keke? Or did they think that is what has gotten them there?
Okay.
People like Nikali have been shouting over a platform. You don't see the need to call that gentleman and say, oh, for you shouting on top of your voice over time, how can we do these things right? What do we think? Can you just also challenge usu coins we can cry aba and one way home? No. Now, you ask yourself, a talent manager in Ghana, what is our agenda for the next years? Next 5 years, what is my agenda as a talent manager? What is all of us our agenda as an industry? Plus, everybody is just fighting for their own. Okay, now one of the biggest songs in this our country currently and across the globe that is firing Ghana flag is Terminator by King Promise. What is the agenda behind this? Please, is Terminator Afrobeats or High Life?
Afrobeat.
Afropiano.
See, on that level, we are confused. So immediately,
are you sure we are confused?
No, say Afrobeat to Afropiano. Which one? So right now,
High Life.
High Life. Say okay, so Afrobeat. We are all looking at say lobbying. You need to lobby for this slot. And Nigeria for Cameroonian Bakukra Rem. And Alabianca Cameroon. Cameroon.
Yeah.
It is a Ghana and Nikra Bakusa Rem. Are we not making headway? You can't tell me that King Promise doesn't worth of being here if it's an Afrobeat. So yeah, the PR in here. In the year the scanning quan MI. PR scanning for a no. For China, over here, Ned, but or China. In the Nigeria, any or yeah, or Dika Crania. No, the Kakras was here for China. No, the Kakra ye. I can him. Rebecca said, you need to package yourself for tomorrow. How are we packaging ourselves for tomorrow? The high life agenda that we are pushing, how are we going to push it stronger? Say somebody has taken the mantle, how are we all rallying around it? We have the biggest song across Africa, across the globe. How are we pushing it? Calm down, Rema. They've been pushing it over some period now.
Yeah.
They push it into Asia. India is crazy about it. How can we put Terminator to there? What my part am I doing? What is another person's part? Imagine about 20 or 30 artists in Ghana are always recreating something around Terminator. Won't it push it into the limelight?
Wow.
Brasami. So all I'm saying is that look, me, I'm done looking at the others. I'm looking at myself. As one of the thing of pushing Ghanaian music, I've got an artist I'm managing. I say do a cover or a refix for Terminator. If nothing at all, your idea or your new sensation of it, if it goes and fly, it will add up to the numbers. You will get some fame, but it will add up to the numbers of Terminator.
Yeah.
If it's money collection, we won't get the royalty. Terminator will get. It's a way of also supporting and also
you only get recognition.
Recognition is a way of supporting. And when they come and count the versions of Terminator that has happened, he has done a lot of different versions. If Grammy is looking at based on re-rendition, remake, and all those stuff, and they are giving or they are nominating people into Grammy, based on that, maybe our own will be one of the things they will consider and say, oh, somebody even in some corner did a re-rendition of it. Because Calm Down, Indian people took it, they did their own way. Other people did it, they did their own way. So how are we flying it? How are we reinvesting in it? So we shouldn't just assume that, oh, it's for King Promise, it's for him alone.
So he has to decide.
He has to decide. But these people, you see, the house has open and everything literally is Nigeria. So they will, because one person push and they all rally behind it, it opens door for all of them. So you may not look. A lot of people forget. Whiskey, the video, and even their grandfather Fela pushed this thing. Is Fela enjoying this thing today?
No.
But one way or the other, you will be satisfied in your grave.
My children also enjoy.
Yes. So please, let us find a way of pushing something that will be good for all of us at the end of the day.
Well, let's go to Intimdo Solomon, aka HMO, and let me also ask him about the Afrobeats in the MVAs and whether we should be happy that our brothers are there only or alone. The whole of Africa, they are the only people there. Okay, sorry, let me mention Cameroon because Libyanka is also there as well. But of course, the balance is non-existent if you ask me. And I'm asking that, should we throw in the towel yet? That Charlie, the Afrobeat battle, Nigeria for life, or we still have hope to inch closer? Yes, Jamo.
Well, I'll be brief on this one. It's not about throwing in the towel or competing with Nigerians or anybody at all. It's about what you can do to also get the recognition. So MTV base, they were looking for something and they found it in these musicians. And based on what we know, I think they made a good call. All the people there, I don't know anybody can argue and say that they don't deserve to be there. When award schemes, when they announce their nominations and all that, sometimes we argue about the nominees, whether some people deserve to be there or not. But in this case, I don't think we have any reason to argue that somebody shouldn't be there or doesn't. Yes. So I think they got it right, and this is it. I mean, in an award scheme, we look out for best musicians or whatever the kind of award that we are doing and award them. And at this point, I think they deserve it. This is an Afrobeat award category that they want to award somebody. And for the Afrobeat now, the scene now, these are top guns when you come to Africa. They had the one leading, and so they deserve it. And if anybody at all wants to be nominated, then you know what you are up against. You have to work hard. You have to get the recognition. You have to penetrate a whole lot of market to also get the recognition. And if you want it, that's what you have to go for. Work hard and maybe it will get to your turn. But if you don't have any ambition of getting something like that, then you keep quiet and enjoy your angle as well.
You enjoy your local TEF.
Yes, that's it. And some people were calling others the Baba Sadiq and others to why are they not why are they not talking about their journal we should protect and all that? What can they say about it? this is about the best out of the genre that they are looking for.
The Afrobeat genre.
Yes. So
in
what
Africa, if it's country,
in Africa, yes,
these are some of the best names.
Names that you can get. So what can they say? They can't say Fuku. So they will be quiet. Whatever you say, if you don't take care, you'll be some way. People will look at you some way. So this is straightforward thing. They were looking for the best Afrobeat artists and award them. And in this case, they are the best. This list, I mean, you can't argue. So let's see it like that. What we can take from it as Ghanaians or other African countries is that work hard and hope for the best.
And get recognized.
Yes, that's it.
Work hard and wait for the best, or work hard and get recognized. That was how Intim Dodu Solomon Chemo ended the conversation on the Afrobeats in the MTVs or the MVAs. And as it stands now, I know most of our fans here are a little down, knowing that some of their stars have been pushing, and therefore they were looking for that opportunity for them. But unfortunately, the opportunity has been evasive, so it means they could not grab it. Unfortunately, life goes on. And I was asking earlier whether we should throw in the towel now, but looks like my people are saying no, don't. It is early days yet. Let them enjoy for some time. We will surely come back stronger. That is how it is. Now let's move on to the next business. And I want us to come to Ghana, then we do another Nigeria in that particular balance. Remember Wanderlust, the gentlemen who came together to drive 10,000 kilometers to London, UK. Their issues that are not ending soon, or their issues do not seem to be ending soon. It means that almost every day when we wake up, there is a different angle talking about the event, or talking about their adventure, or their escapades, as some people would even want me to put it. But interestingly, I've seen a video coming from one gentleman who is a corporate body very close to some of our sponsors here in Ghana. His name is Koka. That is Koku Asiedu. And according to Koku Asiedu, what he is saying is our industry, our corporate bodies, our media people failed these guys until we saw they succeeded. According to Koka, everybody ignored them. Nobody was ready to give them a blind until they succeeded. Now we are pretending. Hey. Media people are rushing to grant them interviews. Boom, 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 boom. Say, all these people, if they had come to us, we wouldn't have minded them. But today, look at we this. We are giving them fans. Well, you might agree or disagree with Koka, but I have a video that I want you to see. After seeing the video, we come back. Then we will expand the conversation. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Listen, life is full of opportunities. Opportunities come. You might make a mistake by not grabbing it. Hey, but don't hurt yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. It might be due to your foolishness or your negligence, or you didn't know much about it. In any case, it might have happened. It's gone. The guys who drove from Ghana to London, I know a lot of corporate bodies are now regretting the opportunities that came, that they didn't take it, the great moments they could have done, what we could have used that for as a tourist tool for Ghana, and what the numbers could have done for us. A lot of people wrote them off. I have seen Katanka come on with a lot of excuses, but it doesn't matter. You've made a mistake now. Find a way of connecting with them. Let them experience your car now. These are people per their own evidence and narrations. They've traveled every part of Ghana. They've tried cars from here to Cote d'Ivoire, to Niger, to different places just to get ready for the event. So now let them have access to your cars. Let them cruise them. Let them give you feedback. Let them prepare, because in any case, the car would have not been ready for the journey. So let us prepare. Get them to get the inside and detail of the car and give them mechanic team to follow the cars, to follow the convoy and the team on their next trip, wherever they decide to go. That will be where you can exploit. Now is an opportunity, you've missed it. No wahala. But my pain is with the media houses. If these guys have come to you for coverage, if these guys have come to you to help them in the fundraising, because the trip was just to be able to raise funds to build certain schools or something, I think it's for a purpose. Nobody minded them. Nobody supported them. It was social media that drove them. Today they are there, and I see media houses trying to get them to grant them interviews, trying to get into their heads, trying to understand. Aren't you ashamed? The media in Ghana keeps destroying people who are making it. And Oil Cron 4 and he is corrupt. In any case, do you know how the station you're working with was established? Do you know where the money came from? Yeah, today you're working there. It doesn't matter. Even if it was stolen and it's been used for something good, that is what I support. If that one I don't have a problem. I have a big problem with it. But investments, we are destroying people who are trying to raise this country. We are not supporting creatives. We are not supporting businessmen. We are not supporting staff. We are rather destroying staff. Now, these people are back and you want to interview them. You want to get mileage. You want to do that. What will you gain? Imagine if Ghana media had supported them, had given them all what they needed to make this trip successful. Streaming live on TV, updates, helping us to discover tourist sites on their journey, their struggles and everything. Building a whole documentary. Corporate Ghana also didn't support. Insurance bodies, tourist sites, fast move up. A lot of companies would have taken advantage of this because even the telecos, internet service and other things. But nobody cared. Roaming service, but nobody cared. This is where we are in Ghana. We don't support our own. And then when celebrations start coming and good things start coming, that's when we pop up and start talking. Let's bow our head in shame. But as a country, let's rise up and have a plan and support our own and push our own to the level. BBC did a story, CNN did a story, Al Jazeera, a lot of international media did a story. But your own country did not push you. Guys, congratulations. You've made Ghana proud. Today, because of you, somebody has gotten to know Ghana and is visiting. And we are going to make money out of it. Congratulations. But Ghana Tourism Authority, seriously, yes, year of return, but it's gone. What are the new innovations? Why are you not supporting the youth? Why are you not embracing ideas? I know a lot of people who have sent proposals who are trying to engage you, but you don't mind them. When the person is from this country. No. You only want to pay attention to foreigners who are coming. No. Give the youth a chance and they will amaze you what they can do. Ghana, God bless our homeland, Ghana. Ghana, let's build together. Let's be unified.
That is Coca on some punchlines right there. Abbas, did we disappoint the guys at Wanderlust?
No.
Oh.
No.
Coca said we disappointed them after speaking all this long. You are just saying no.
Coca, the condom doesn't know they support you.
Now, don't come here, condom. Did they tell you they were going to have sex?
Now, here coverage no money.
According to him, that's what he's saying. That they are. He said they are.
Does he even know the people who are on the Wanderlust? On him Saka Homes. Saka Homes or you yeni. Obe son to TV3 obe 2 shares papa bi wo. Eh Jack, Jim wagon ye di kwa bridge no. Or tomato jiwago.
When him car
For the papa being your toy,
the
800 and something thousand worth of car. Share Jack. When you're here for expedition.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, say, Unkana Nuntum, Yambo Bra, Papa Biwa Ghana, non bonny bra, so bet me a road journey be on Kobe. Now, when you're here for, people will say, where I come from, they say, the money rich man they take by granite, you know, be the same thing poor man they take chop jollof. They are two different money, and you don't. Okay, so who are those who are on the social media supporting them? Does it forget that so the various media houses have
social media
handle? He's saying that they should follow them and do documentary. Those guys have already done their documentary. They just need to bring it for the station to play, and they are more than willing to play. No TV station can, if they risk it. There, okay, well, the Sammy Flex TV. The Nana Reagan. 2 car, so on your own deal, meeting call. Obeko. Allowance be near insurance be near woman. Insurance company be no be risky say or insurance cover. Me insure when I be your man, met me a tria. Razami, I know be insure. These are things that company ask themselves. So if Kantanka Automobile CEO is on TV trying to use some of their popularity also to garner popularity for his car, does he think his car can do this journey? If his car can do this journey, can he pay all the mechanic and insure them to Europe? Does he have all the documentation to carry them through all the land? Does he have all the laissez-passer? Sure. Does it think it's just a journey? No more money with the cost. Or more drive to Burkina Faso cry before, Togo cry before, or no Kokoti or Wakochili or Togo Abagana before. We've done the journey on the road and we know what it takes. Sure. We drive a car from Accra to Volta Region Cry. You know how you feel it.
Laissez-passer.
Sure. On hard currency, man, if he gets to a particular country, can he call for hard currency and money will come to him? Does he know the forest people will play with fuel packaging? Does he know that there's a car, an individual car? How would the address or no air fuel tank among or no air fuel echo? Does he know how people boys were getting tweets feed or CMT anymore with their roomie? Now MD and ground I my work so and your roomie. Jack. Oh man, can you again as I'm you've been able
to trust
it's a total trash. Everything is talking is a total trash. So if you are beyond 114
return,
say a year of return. There's Chalwati. Do you know there's also another festival the same day that Chalwati is running? Chalwati is being done at Independence Square. Chalwati and the beyond of whatever government and the AMA are also and the community are also supporting another person or another group of Ghanaians or so people to do it on the street. That we all know that Chalwati normally resides. That's what's happening currently this month. That is he aware of it? Which one is he sponsoring? He sponsors events, isn't it? Which one is he sponsoring? Is he sponsoring Chalwati or is sponsoring the other one? This year, Chalwati is on the Independence Square. There's another person also, or another group of people who is also organizing with AMA logo and other logos on it on the streets of Jamestown to the principal street of Atamis Highway. You should be thinking about that. Not sick for my DDM or my planning or my idea. Or to me cry the car corner off call way back testing car. But that's I mean. Me testing the car this time.
Hey, Abbas has trashed everything Coca said. Wow. If nobody should show this video to Coca. Well, Jabo, I come to the defense.
The easiest things to do, or sometimes you can assume that position and do, is when you are a social justice warrior. Social justice warrior, like you can always get something to say for people to say that you care about them. That's what Kuka did. He's just saying things for it to look like he cares about them. But these people, the people who took this journey, they are not poor people.
So wait, are you guys saying because they are not poor, they didn't need support?
They didn't even approach anybody for support. That's the point.
How can the support be applicable?
They didn't, because they didn't need it. Like they don't need anybody for this. They've been doing it for a long time. They decided to now make it public. They are the ones who call some media houses, and any media house that they will call, they will listen to them. So I'm surprised that he's saying that. Are you sure that they, in fact, their personality will let them have their way? The status that they have in this society will let them have their way. So what are you saying that if they were going to a media house, the media house will not support them? Come on. They have what it takes to just knock on any social media house and get it done. I didn't even recognize Saka until you are saying it. Now I
clicking.
Yes. And he came for an interview on KSM show. Come and see the kind of car that he brought there. Car power the see one. Oyam grab me show.
Me crash me.
Hey, and you are saying that if they called for support, they will get it, but they didn't. And these people, they are not like some people just trying to make it in life and they want to do something and get the spotlight too. No.
It's fun for them.
They were just having fun. And now making business out of it or putting the spotlight, I think it's even an afterthought. They are thinking like, well, we are having fun, but why don't we use it to do something good? I think it's an afterthought. Like this time, the media coverage that they are getting, how the spotlight is on them now, people are talking. I think it's a secondary thing to them. Because now that they are even telling us that we've been doing this for a long time. But this time around, because we want to raise funds, we wanted to tell people that this is what we are doing. So, I mean, I don't know the angle that Coca was coming from. I mean, if you look at all the angles, because these people, they know what to do to get any sponsor that they want. So if they are not getting any sponsor, it means they don't need it. That's why I was so confident yesterday that they didn't contact a right person at Kantanka.
They will call him direct.
They can call him direct. They can do a proper proposal and take it to their premises, like their office. Not we try to reach out to somebody that they are not even mentioning the name. That, oh, we reach out to this guy. Oh, we reach out to that guy. We reach out to somebody. So I think it is easy to do a social justice job because you can say anything for people. So those who think that you are helping them to be happy, and I think it's not fair to come out like that and paint the media in a certain way. The media are now talking about them all over the place. It's because they have now decided to talk to the media. They have I don't know how it happened, but they were talking to Peace FM at the time that they were going, and we know the status of Peace FM in our media landscape. Yeah. So if they can, how they even get the contact talking to Peace FM and all that, even when they were not in Ghana. I mean, you have to know that they have it, just that they didn't need it at the time. So I think Coca should come again. This one there, it will fall flat.
Well, Nana, speak and we move on to our very last topic.
Yes, I agree with Coca.
Finally, a support.
Yes, there are some realities in what he is saying that everybody in this space, in one way or the other, have experienced it before. We have people in this industry that have written certain professional or good proposals to certain corporate bodies or media companies, and they ignore them. They wait till you struggle through thick and time, and then you get to a certain level, and then they find ways and means to associate with you. For me, it is not a good habit.
Okay.
There's one thing that I have grown to come against. Like, let me use the ordinary social lifestyles. Like when somebody graduates from school, and then he writes a letter after service. He writes a letter to a company in Tidosu, records that he wants to work as a road manager and all of that. And then they ask you, what is your experience? Have you worked for 5 years, 10 years? Do you have 5 years? When they put this thing into our daily newspapers, they say we are looking for somebody who has 5 years, 10 years experience. And I ask myself, who should give these people that experience for you to come and use them? Sammy Flex is known in this industry as one of the people that have given a lot of people an opportunity. And today, those platforms that think or are like they are claimed to be the number one, the what are using the same people that Sammy Flex gave an opportunity that they ignored. Some of these guys made efforts to work with some of these people. They turned them down. Tomorrow, when they see they are working with Sammy Flex and everything is green, they will find ways and means to, like give these people a space with their companies and firm. It is a bad attitude. Let us stop it. Let us learn to, help in building than help or be part of the harvest. Blacks are always careful with, okay, we don't want to be part of the building process. But if you are able to go through the storm and the harvest is,
big, a brilliant harvest.
We want to be part of it.
Big harvest.
We want to be part of it. What kind of mindset is that? What kind of mindset is this? So, if brother, I can tell you, there are people like you. Today, I brag and boast that if you call me and call some people that I know that have passed through the Sammy Flex hands, the Mr. Massive hands, the what hands, and they say you want to do a newspaper, I am telling you will not fail. I can put my hand on my chest and tell you will not fail. It is because of my experience.
Yeah. You've learned.
Yes. So if Sammy Flex did not give these people that experience, you think we can have that bragging right? We can't.
What is Nana saying?
So yeah, I won't say because where Coca is also coming from, you have no idea, you don't know. Into Mumbai can't be a mocha. Coca is speaking from forget what you are saying. It is not only Onyeni. Listen, Brasami, when they are like the way they are even putting these guys up, like they are rich and so they don't need. Who tell you they don't need help?
They don't need it.
No.
Master, forget that thing. Forget that talk.
Everybody needs.
Forget that talk.
They don't need it.
Forget that talk.
What do they need?
What are you talking about? Dangote is running advert. Dangote is running advert.
He's doing sales.
What are you telling me? If he doesn't need help,
what do they need?
Money and he doesn't need help, then he should sleep.
What do they need?
Nobody should say nobody needs help.
Everybody needs help.
What do they need?
Everybody needs help. Forget, so it is help.
No.
At the end of the day, it is help.
No, but
About this.
At the end of the day, it is help.
Chemo, this I'm coming. This is where they said they even approached.
It's a lie. On what do they want? In fact, Kantanka has come out to say that it's a lie. Kantanka has denied that.
You know how many companies that have come out to say that?
Kantanka has said that it is not true.
Event promoters have written certain
and again, their intention was to help Kantanka, not the other way around. So they don't need help. They don't need help.
It is my time. Do you know how many artists, event promoters that have written letters to certain quarters and they were ignored until they became successful? Even among please.
Allah.
I am talking from all angles. We are talking about how people can survive in our space in terms of getting certain recognition. the media people that are interviewing these people, I am telling you for a fact that if they did not see that CNN and other platforms are interviewing, they will not see the need to interview this guy. So please, keep quiet, please. It is my time. Were we not in this country where Zavet swam from to Ada? How many media stations interviewed that girl?
How many media?
He was raising the same funds. He was raising the same financial funds these guys were raising. It has a similar purpose. But everybody ignored it. Everybody slept on it. They swept it under the carpet.
That's not true. TV3 interview.
Do you know how he got there? I was there when the girl came there to TV3 to do that interview.
So he got
came to TV3.
So
some of us were even looking forward to interview, but
you don't get it.
So the point I am making is
TV3 is one of the best.
That's I mean. The point I am making is that
in Ghana
it is true. It is true that people will come out with certain ideas, certain things that they will work to certain companies and they will turn them down. It is true. Nobody can deny that fact.
Yeah, that one is true.
It is also true that people write certain professional proposals to certain companies and they turn them down, and then a year after, when these people are becoming successful, they want to be part of them.
But you know how many event people that Coca have also turned down?
Please, that is another. If you want to talk about Coca, it is another discussion for another day. Find time and discuss it.
Let him talk.
He has a point in whatever he is doing. If you think that Coca is doing something that is not right, find a time and address it. It doesn't take the right away from Coca that if he has a point in knowing something or addressing something, you shouldn't do it.
We didn't say you shouldn't do it.
So that no, what you are saying is the exact thing.
In whatever he said right now, he's not supporting the poor guy. He's supporting the rich guy.
You are saying
for another rich guy.
You are saying that
guy is rich, and
so what? Are they richer than the platforms that are interviewing them internationally? What are you talking about? They have.
Nana, wrapping up.
And you think CNN is doing it for free?
Whether they are doing it for free, you don't know. You don't know. Where do you have their invoice to say they paid for it?
Nana, continue.
We are just assuming. We are all just making projections and making analysis into the issue. You don't have any detail to say that they pay CNN to interview them. You don't have it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying no. CNN needs content. It's so simple. What are you talking about? I'm not saying that they pay.
The point Coca is making is that today you are enjoying that content, that same content that you ignore.
CNN is.
You're not getting it. Maybe they did not get the opportunity to approach CNN right from onset. But they had the opportunity to approach a certain media house in this country.
They didn't.
And they ignored.
No, that's not true.
I am not saying it's a fact. Listen to what I'm saying.
Then say it well.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening. Say it well.
It is not true you are saying. What details you have to
report about it?
You don't have any details to it. So what we are saying is that it is our attitude as blacks.
Yeah. No, that way is not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
It's not true.
That's not how the word runs.
You're trying to say
no black.
Oh, massa. I have used blacks as an example. Yes. The reason I'm saying that is that Brad Sammy is one person out of the blacks, and today go on all the entertainment platforms. You will get at least one person that Sammy introduced as a candidate on all the platforms that all of them will ignore. All of them. Including Peace FM. All of them, they would have ignored them if these people walk into their office to say, "Oh, I am good, I want to do this." Today,
and
they are using.
So they came to Sammy.
I said,
I want to do this, and Sammy took them. Sammy just took them because there
are some people that walk to Sammy.
Some people came here.
There are some people that walk to Sammy.
Even here. Some people have come here and we have sacked them. That one too. What are you going to say about it?
Because they were not qualified.
Yes. So don't say the things well.
So the point I am saying is what you are saying is that same thing. What you are saying is that when you give the opportunities, you know who is right and who is wrong.
Yes.
You know the qualified ones and the ones that are not
those
qualified.
who deserve the opportunity.
You close the doors and you don't give the opportunity at all, and wait till somebody to give the opportunity for you to know which one qualifies, it is a wrong thing. Oh, what are you saying? They can pay, so they should go and pay. Look at what you are saying. Master, Chakamran and Kasa. The thing we are saying is that this thing has become
allow him
a rampant attitude. There are a lot of good people that can render certain services to certain people. But they have all been denied because of this thing that Koka is talking about. In fact, Omaka Sanka sure say whoever that he is working with, it's also a part of this problem. I'm not taking him out. Because there are certain people that are writing certain letters to Koka. Bebeka say, oh, we cry me nim no me huni nyama be dance me penema me boss crime she. It is a yesu any ye bang. Let us learn how to give people an opportunity. We judge too quick.
Okay, thank you so much. Guys, let's look at the very last story in just about some 3 minutes submission, and let's run away. Our time is up. Boyspice is one of the newest talent signed on to Maven's record. Abbas, have you been following him?
Yeah.
Okay, very well. I did not know much about him until recently, and he has said something, and I want to believe what he's saying needs some deep conversation, whether he is right for saying what he's saying or not. According to Boyspice, he does not endorse the fact that musicians, okay, so this is him, him and his boss. According to him, he does not endorse the fact that musicians will be paying influencers or online people to hype their works, to be placing them in chats, to be putting them in some positions that they themselves, they know originally they have not gotten there. And I'm asking that, is he saying something right in our scheme of things, the way the industry operates in today's business, or he's not getting it? Like, you're coming up with a project. You know the project needs to be seen, the project needs to be heard. Because of that, you call Currency, who is a blogger, who is an influencer, and say, take this X amount of money, put me here, let me be heard, let me be seen. Guy says, no, that is not the way to go. Hey, is he right or wrong? Let's watch him. I'll be right back.
Social media as a whole, influencers, value artists, like just random stuff.
So on is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, but I don't mind.
Right. So what upsets you so much about social media as a whole, influencers, value artists, like just random stuff?
So on is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, but I don't mind.
Right.
I don't even care. This thing that artists do, right, and it pisses me off. I've noticed this thing where they go pay Twitter
influencers.
Yeah, and they have this WhatsApp group. So you can just go and drop like 1 M now, 2 M, and tell them, bro, hashtag Boyspice is dope. All of you to see I'm dope. Once it's like 9 PM, they won't give them time. Come and like push this narrative, the whole, this artist is dope. And the next thing you see, this artist is trending. That shit pisses me off. They try to do that shit, I block all of them. Like, you guys are going to use me for PR because I'm confident in myself. Like,
exactly.
The vision is too big to care about influencers validation. Like, artists needs to stop that and stop paying people to tell the world they are dope. Show them we are dope.
Well, so that was Boyspice in that interview on Cool FM in Nigeria. Chamo,
Yeah.
Boyspice is talking.
Yeah.
What do we do to him?
Yeah, but I was struggling to get an angle that I will say that, okay, I agree with him, but still, I couldn't get it. The point is, he was, I think, well, if I have to think for him, I think he wanted to say people fake to get trends, and he's against it.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean faking to get trends. I mean that's not cool.
Yeah,
By the way,
sure that
yes,
how
he wanted to
yeah.
So
message.
For that one, I will agree with him. People fake to get some numbers that will not impact their career, and I think that's not cool. But the way he said it, it's wrong. Like, if I have to go by what he said, no, then he's wrong. He's not thinking right. I mean, in fact, at the end of the video, he said that I'm confident in myself to show my music. So where are you going to show it? I mean, the idea of using influencers is to push it out there, like get a lot of people to see it. Not to, they can't do any magic. Me, I've told people this thing several times, that if you come to me and say, okay, I want you to do promo for me, then I'll say, okay, well, I can do it. I can reach more people. That then some will be specific. So how many views are you going to give me? Then I'll tell them, no, I'm not a magician. I can show it to the people. I can't force them to watch. If they like your content based on what I show them, they will watch it themselves. So I can't guarantee the views that you get, but I can guarantee the number of reach that I can give you. So showing it to people is my job, but them watching it is not part of it. I mean, a lot of people lie to people in that sense, just to tell them specifically that I can give you this number of views. Meanwhile, you can't force people to watch the video or listen to the song. So why are you so sure and guaranteeing some views? You can, me, after telling you this, I can estimate that, okay, based on experience, I think I can get you this number of views. Based on experience, I'll add that one, just to be on the safer side. I won't give you like guaranteed views that you maybe you can even get more than or less than based on the product that you are bringing. My job is to show it to people. So I think it will be wrong for him to say that you shouldn't pay influencers to show your work to people or push it for people to listen to. But that person, that influencer cannot force people to like your song.
Yeah,
it's different thing. So if after listening or influencer doing something that will make somebody, okay, let me listen to it, the person will then decide whether they want to stick with it or move on and say, no, this is trash, or oh, Charlie, this is good, I think I like it, something like that. So the way he did it, like the way he presented
the message,
it's wrong, but I get him. He was trying to say that I won't pay for fake trends or fake something, and that one day I agree with him, but he didn't say it like that. For the fact that you won't pay influencers to push your song, it's wrong. In fact, I know a guy on YouTube that Gogo, who owns YouTube, pays him to talk about Gogo on his YouTube channel.
Wow.
The whole platform is for YouTube, it's for Gogo, but Gogo is paying an influencer on their own platform to talk about their services. So even Gogo, they pay influencers to talk about Gogo. How much more a musician that
to talk about them on their
own platform?
Okay.
How much more a musician who wants to be heard in many places? I get the sense of what he wanted to communicate, but he got it wrong, and people may get it wrong. That's why I'm saying I disagree with him based on.
In fact, people really lambasted him.
Yeah.
They gave it to him.
Yeah, the way he said it, some people will give it to him. But just that I get the sense of what he wanted to communicate, but I didn't land well. I think he has to redeem himself by coming out to say that no, I meant this, not that. Yeah.
Well, looks like some few new Nigerian artists have been recently throwing bombs down. Recently, some Black Bones guy too.
Yes.
He was but he was throwing some unnecessary bomb. Okay, Abbas, we are closing in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I think he's winning. For now, he's winning because the PR strategy used by his management and him is winning. And if you notice, when he was saying the thing, he was about saying it. He said, "They will come at me. I really do not care." Then he also, when he was also referring to trends, he was also referring to Twitter trends. I know where we can breed. If right now I want all of us to trend, we've done it before. There were times when we were on xylophone every morning we trend. We didn't trend. We go feel trend right now. We now retire when we say we no go trend again. So there are guys that we, for shaggy reason, they can just trend our bus. And I tell people that doesn't validate whatever you are doing or what you are doing means is right. If you want to get the narratives, there was one also I used during the political era or the political time of Nigeria. You could see that the political game actually is on ground. It's not on social media. So if you think you are winning or you have popularity on social media, those who understand politics and stuff understand that Charlie, it be ground way day. That's also what is beating a lot of people. They think when they are popular. So most of the time, now, let me just go to where the frustration is before I come into some back end of certain questions. Where the frustration is that you are doing budget, but Nana Rega can tell you that you are doing budget. You need to budget influencers and some other things into it. And the kind of negotiating they make nowadays, they wield the power as if they are even bigger than that.
Yeah, nowadays.
And me, I normally tell people, Charlie, why don't we want to buy advert slot on that platform? Because I can actually buy more advert with the money I'm giving you than what you're going to give me. And I can also select where I want to still put my faith in that platform where you are. And I'll still grow my influence, develop it, and make numbers as you are also making. You didn't make it overnight, which I understood. So if you are charging me for it, it's supposed to be moderate, negotiable, also understanding the elasticity of your lifespan.
What you want to do.
And what you are doing as an influencer. Because without me, you are not anybody's influencer. Whose music are you going to be influencing? Whose name are you going to get? That's when some people work with some people. You get to a particular point, any panic, I mean, my boy, I'm saying, Uji Misika, me ban what charge you dollars, me amount. They say, we are also when I will mean, I no call you. Of course, we've trained things without social media influencers. There were times we trained things that social media influencers in your call baby. Saturday, anything. How do we influence? Some of us are trying to re-engineer all those kind of things to bring it back. But now somebody can just say, oh, Abrante, we are good. And you see the person flying everywhere. So you see, Abba said, anybody perform here, hey. Anybody say, hey. So normally when talent comes to me, and me, I'm perceiving to you, let me say, oh, perceive when you're popular, now, so something. And yes, sir, but some confirm me, cry, say, yes, you say, Jack, would me the only made my nyavu. I feel back, I feel me, no be any move. Because we need to build you so that confirm Nimo says, here, you will become empty. It is easier to make you very popular. So if person undoubting me says, yeah, reach out to me tomorrow. Tomorrow next you become popular. Whatever I tell you to do, just do it. Pay the money, do all the necessary things I say you should do. The following money you will be everywhere. But your biggest headache is how to sustain it. Then the medicine to sustain it is even abusive and addictive than getting there. So we try to also maintain the action. So somebody like him, when he's frustrated, it's like, Charlie, we need budget to do this, we need that to do that. Until these kind of people and these people endorse you before. Because I'm influencer now, they also behave like quote unquote like God. And I say,
One family.
Board of directors. Well, Dana, Rega will close us. Then we run away from here.
I think this guy is just finding a very smart way to still get the influencers to work for him. And that is exactly what he is doing. It is expensive to engage influencers. So if you have a smart way to get at them, that they will still use
get their attention
platforms to promote you or create an awareness for you. I mean, influencers mentioning somebody is not, to me, it's not a validation. It's just creating an awareness for whatever thing you want to put out. It is never a validation. So even for him to say, when you
he's comfortable with
it. I mean, those things, it is not an argument. He's just being smart. This guy knows what he is doing. He knows what influencers, the role influencers play in music promotion in 2023 and beyond. He understands the business. If he individually he doesn't understand, his handlers understands it perfectly, and he's just trying to get the news and other things. Like today we are discussing him on this big platform. Somebody would watch the video. In fact, this is my first time seeing him. I don't know him. I don't know him. This is my first time. So yes, other people are cherished viewers. Some who have never seen him before are also going to see him and say, okay, then what is he saying? Let's see the sense in it and all of that. And apart from discussing what he is saying, the thing will go beyond just the comment he passed. It will go into, okay, who is he? What is his music? What are the things? He's just doing PR. Solid PR. And it's solid. Today, if Asantua should wake up and gets emotional about this, he will end up using his TikTok platform to promote this guy unknowingly. If the other lady was in the fair lady, Jacqueline wakes up and she is emotional and she wants to blast this guy, he will be blasting the guy from her room, but unknowingly he will be promoting this guy. And that is what the guy is achieving. The guy wants to achieve. It is not as if he doesn't know that. In fact, as we are even discussing this, I am very, very sure that his handlers have a budget for influencers.
Of course.
Music promotion.
Of course. Maybe.
He's a Nigerian.
Yeah, maybe they spend money.
And what are we talking about? What have we discussed? They have. So he's just using another way to get the thing cheap. I mean, today, like, if I can pay like $2,000 or $3,000 for us to talk about it, we are talking about it free. I mean,
well, that is a beautiful ending. Ending it the Boyspice way. Thanks so much for being a part of it. Special thanks to my panel members. In Team Dodo Solomon at the extreme end. You can call him Chemo. Abbas Muiz, yes, during the intro he wasn't here. He's also a marketing influencer. He's also a talent manager. And if you want to be popular tomorrow, he said, come and pay me. He'll make you popular. Now that regard is when the Shades Road manager, same way. Digital Rasta, currency on camera. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. If you loved this, contribute to it, share the link, like our video, and above all, subscribe to us and tell others about us. This is unique on Sammy Flex TV. I'll see you when I see you. We're out of here. Bye.